Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Friday. This is our weekly video. It goes out to my subs as well as everybody on my mail list and YouTube. If you're interested in learning more about me, please come over to smartoptiontrading.com, click on live trading alerts, and you get a whole bunch more information. Don't want to sit there and waste your time today with that. So this has been a really interesting week. And when you come here and you look at the weekly chart on the SPY, the daily chart on the SPY, I've been talking now for a couple weeks about this island bottom, 2 weeks now, where we put in, held, push, 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 and here we are into the 50-day on the SPY, and we're above the 50% retracement. What makes this so important? Well, if we close above the 50% retracement, and with 34 minutes to go, we are well above it, this signifies the end of the bull market. That doesn't mean this market's going to shoot right up, but it does mean that the lows are probably in and that I'm looking to now buy the dips aggressively as we move forward. Right now, this market could pull easily back to 264.50 and do absolutely no damage to this, what's going on here, just to give you an idea. Next week and the next 3 weeks, we go into the busiest earnings weeks of the season. We've had banks earnings. None of the banks were particularly good, just so we all understand that, but they held in, right? They're not dying. They're not getting killed. You got JP Morgan getting beaten up here a little bit as we go forward, but not getting killed, not getting destroyed here as we move forward. Kind of hanging in, kind of okay. Same thing with Goldman Sachs. Really, what hurt them a lot is they put a tremendous amount of money into reserves, which they should do. And it's really the big concern is now how much debt they're going to get stifled with and how much they're going to have to come in on. So yes, again, this would be the end of the bear market. If end of the bear market, sorry, did I say bull? End of the bear market if we close over 50%. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So where does that bring us to? If you look at the VIX also, the VIX here, we've been talking for weeks about fear coming out. It now is down under 40. The next area to watch is under 30. It's played with the 40 and the 50-day all week, did nothing. The other sign here is HYG, these high yield corporate bonds. These are the junk bonds. The Fed started buying them. That was that big gap up. So the Fed can't buy stock today. But right now they're buying these corporate bonds, and you can see that we're holding in well here. This is another very good sign for the market. And the one thing to consider here is that where else is money going to go? Money's coming into this market because it has nowhere else to go. The Fed has this market. It's pumping it. The president's pumping this market, and this is where money is coming in. And what was good this week? Well, this was a great week for here me and everybody in the service. It was a lot to do. The one thing that was a bit of concern was they played the same names over and over again. So AMD just missed all-time highs here at that 59.27. You got a little bit of a reversal candle today. It's extended, but it looks good. This is a name I'd be buying on pullbacks. NVIDIA, look at this, almost back up to all-time highs as well. Strong. Played Microsoft this week. Beautiful moves in Microsoft here. Again, not far off that 190 all-time highs. We head into earnings. Amazon, one of the names I called out for my names to outperform this year back at the beginning of, end of December, beginning of January. New all-time highs, beast mode here. I'm actually shorted for the second time today on a very cute little short here. Not particularly working well, but it's trying. Throw some names out there. Netflix had earnings next week, had a beastly move for 4 days, now coming in here a little bit. Shop, thank you, another one. Fabulous move, just off all-time highs. Look at the move in this. We didn't trade this one, but there's been great moves here. Zoom played well this week. Big move in that one as well. Roku had a monstrous move. We made money on this all week. Now cooling off here a little bit as it comes into this area. Again, just extended and hot. And again, if you were to ask me the one concern here, by the way, Square, June 45 puts coming in hot and heavy here. My one concern on this market would be simply that we need to broaden out, that they played the same names over and over again all week, and that is a little bit of a concern as we go into next week. When we look at flow this week, Gilead paid off handsomely. If you took it yesterday, there was flow into Gilead all day long, especially the August 85s, and you had this huge gap up coming in on the news. Yesterday, Boeing, they were buying the weekly 145 calls like mad. Gap up here where some people are long this again on the 155s here today into the close on this nice move to the 21-day. Notice the 21-day has been resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your fifth touch. It's got to break above here to get continuation. We'll keep an eye on that. What else? Trip had a ton of flow into it earlier this week. big move here on Trip. The January 2150 calls, massive buying. They also sold a bunch of puts on it. Very bullish action in Trip. I'm not bullish on the travel names yet, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Work had a tremendous amount of flow the last couple of days. It's stuck here. It needs to break above 30 to get, there it is, 30 to get going. Today it came back in. Bottom line, there was lots to do this week, and there were lots of names in play, and it was just a nice week. It was a great week to make money and to trade. Even names like Space were in play. So I hope everybody had a great week, and if you didn't, give me a try. Everybody have a fabulous week, and here's the market ramping into the close, and I'll catch you guys all with charts over the weekend on Sunday. Take care.